for us. Now we're going to move on and have a look at the French newspapers. Solange Mougin's with us. Not surprisingly, of course, the French newspapers full of the One Climate Summit here in Paris, aren't they, Solange?
Indeed. 2 years to the day of the Paris Climate Accords, this summit is being hailed in the French press as a necessary and timely meeting. With over 50 world leaders in France, the conference will focus on financing the 2015 Accords. And Le Figaro says that being green can be a bonne affaire, or a good deal for businesses. The conservative daily says that not only the developing world needs to finance green initiatives, but companies also need to get out their checkbooks. That it is, quote, a moral necessity.
You found a piece, haven't you, in the financial daily Les Echos. Now, this is saying that the clock is really ticking and slowing climate change. And for that reason, the summit is all about timing.
Yeah, Les Echos says the timing is right. In one of their editorials this morning, Jean-Francis Pécresse says that it is l'âge de fer, or the age of doing. Now, this is a wordplay in French because fer is also iron, as in the Iron Age. Anyway, Pécresse argues that no one can doubt the importance of this summit, that with a sort of positive perspective, he says that we've entered an era where things are going to start getting done, and essentially that the era of action has begun.
Now, appearing green, but not really being green, is the subject of a headline that you found in L'Humanité.
Yeah, the climate illusion, or the mirage of green finance. L'Humanité argues that an eco-friendly finance world is today a big pipe dream, that what motivates the financial world is money and not being ecologically responsible. The Communist paper says that it's first capitalism that needs to be changed from the inside out, that a new kind of politics, one that makes being green worthwhile financially, needs to become the status quo. The paper says that that has to happen for businesses around the world to sort of jump on the bandwagon.
Jumping on that bandwagon, or on his bicycle, in this case, is exactly what Emmanuel Macron is doing. This is according to Libération.
Yeah, on the front page today of Libération, you can see Emmanuel Macron riding a bicycle. And they've chosen the catchy headline, Écolo malgré lui, or green in spite of himself. The left-leaning paper argues that Macron is a, quote, écolo opportunist, that he saw a political opportunity this summer when Donald Trump backed out of the climate accord, and that for the paper it's an opportunity and one that doesn't necessarily gel with his past stances when it comes to the environment. Libération says that Macron had once been more active in, quote, fighting against green measures rather than for them, but that now with Trump backpedaling, Macron is trying to position France as the leader on the green front.
Backpedaling. I see what they did there. You found a piece in Le Monde, haven't you, saying that climate change, for which Macron, of course, called for this summit, didn't he, back in July, but saying it could be a bit of a risky move politically.
Yeah, Le Monde says that 2 days is really sort of a short amount of time to get things done. And added to that, the event is co-chaired by the World Bank and the UN, which, according to the paper, adds legitimacy, but it also, according to Macron's entourage, makes organizing the event even more of a casse-tête, or a difficult sort of puzzle to work out. The Le Monde says that the risk here is that for 2 days, the over 50 world leaders just talk, and that the Macron government comes out of this event without anything substantial to prove that real change and action has been taking place, or will take place.
Another environment story. Moving away, though, from climate change. France is celebrating the 80th anniversary of the French Exploration Society.
Yeah, you might think exploration and discovering parts of the world that nobody knows is dead and gone, or a thing of the past, or that it soon will be. Yeah. But La Croix says it is alive and well. The paper isn't per se talking about Donald Trump and his desire to explore Mars or the moon, which he announced yesterday. Rather, the paper pays homage to previous French explorers, and it also, in a multi-page spread, explains how exploring the Earth's untouched places has become a scientific endeavor, one where explorers try to tread lightly, leave no trace in the few spots in the world and pristine natural habitats of the globe that remain.
And there was a lovely image there with you emerging out of the jungle because the jungle was behind you. Finally from Solange, a little something to get us into the holiday spirit.
Yeah, Christmas is just 2 weeks away, but for many children, including a 5-year-old named Kenzo in Western France, 2 weeks is an eternity. The little guy decided to take matters into his own hands on Sunday in his pajamas and his slippers. He left home and went looking for Santa. And luckily, cute, dangerous but cute. Luckily, a passerby saw the boy walking alongside the road, called the police, and they returned him to his mother. He is safe and sound, and he has now been reminded that Santa Claus's job is to find the homes of little boys and little girls, and it's not the other way around.
And no doubt he will be reminded of that story when he's a little older.
Exactly.
Well done, Kenzo. Kenzo from Western France.
Yes.
Solange Mougin with the papers on France 24. Very latest news for you, just a couple of seconds' time, so don't go away.